Good morning. I woke up this morning to an It's Fixed, so I thought you'd like to know about it. Good morning. By the way, I'm Old Dead Man, your host. Let's jump right into this thing. I went straight into the game client, found this It's Fixed. Let's do this. Now, this one's important because the first item up is punching through fences. I haven't been tried this yet, but it says that things like fences and like light destructible environmental factors will no longer shield you from fire. Now, that's mostly been an issue with Heat FS and things like that. So I'm curious when I go into a match or into a test drive if that will be reflected in those changes. So what I'm going to do is when I get done here, I'm going to jump into a match with some Heat FS, and I'm going to shoot through some fences and see what happens. More HMD options and air battles will soon have a beyond visual range combat option. Will be another sensor mode. They'll be added to helmet mounted displays. So there you go. The MiG 29, the R-27 RER missiles have been getting some special advantages that they didn't actually have. And apparently they were getting updates via these TWS track files, what they weren't supposed to do. It's only supposed to get it from hard locks at the radar. The MiG-29 will receive data link updates from hard lock on by radar only, while the F-14 with its AIM-54 will receive them from both hard lock on and TWS. MiG-29 seekers will also be disabled as soon as target lock is released. So they're rebalancing the effectiveness of those R-27s that have been such a problem. We'll just say. They actually are fixing the camo settings. Switching between crew slots would reset it to default, but they are now saved to the vehicle. In the assault mode of the vehicles were not smoking properly. If their engines weren't, that is. They fixed that. And there's a bunch of other changes here. Bunch of miscellaneous fixes, looks like. But nothing. Oh, yeah, they turned off the Winter Holidays hangar. But It's Fixed for today. The update 2.23.0.51. And I think the big one's going to be these punching through fences. Let's go fire up a match, bring something with some Heat FS. In fact, I'll just even switch it out right now and see if we can find a fence to shoot through. So if I hit here, it should go straight through and hit the wall behind. Which it did. Nice. Look at that big old gaping hole right there. Well, fake, but still. Okay, so the Heat FS might actually be penetrating through these fences now. Let's see what happens. Okay, that was less conclusive. Okay. Okay, my conclusion so far is that it's really hit or miss. Sometimes it'll go through and sometimes it won't. And I'm not seeing any rhyme or reason to when it will and when it won't. So that means that it's not something I can rely on as a standing thing I can do. I'll be sticking with things that will go through fences more reliably by and large. That was a pretty good match. All right, so conclusions on the fences. Looks like it's hit or miss. I don't know why, because that's not what they said. But I would stick with anything that would normally go through a fence right now until I had some good solid experience that I could reliably shoot through with other types of rounds, Heat FS, HE. And that's everything for today. Thank you very much for joining me. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in War Thunder.